Happy May Day. Happy May Day. I hope you're having a wonderful Sunday morning. I have a couple books to read, so let's. The Vegetables We Eat by Gail Gibbons. Do you like vegetables, August? Grandma does. Look at all the vegetables. Vegetables are parts of the plants that are grown to be eaten. Most are annuals. Some are perennials. Perennials are plants that grow for many growing seasons without having to be replanted. Annuals are plants that grow for only one growing season. They must be replanted to grow again. It is good for us to eat vegetables. They are nutritious and help keep our bodies strong and healthy. They are tasty too. We eat vegetables in different ways. Vegetables grow to be different shapes, sizes, and colors. Botanists group the different kinds of vegetables according to the part of the vegetable that is eaten. There are 8 groups of vegetables. There's leaf vegetables because we eat the leafy part of that plant. There's the bulb, like an onion. We eat the bulb part of that plant. The flower bud, this cauliflower, that's the part we eat. A root plant, it means this part grows in the dirt, and that's the part we eat. That's a beet. Tuber, like a potato, grows underground with nothing showing above ground, and so we eat that. Stem is like celery. Oh, I love celery. Fruit is like a tomato. That's one of my favorites. And a seed is like a green bean or peas. Here are some leaf vegetables. We eat these leaves of these vegetables. Iceberg lettuce, that, maybe you've seen Mommy with some of that. Romaine lettuce, and then there's other lettuces, red leaf lettuce. Some other leaf vegetables would include cabbage. I love cabbage. Watercress, parsley, spinach. I put spinach in my smoothies. And Brussels sprouts. I have to get my tongue adjusted. Brussels sprouts we eat too, and I don't know if you've had those, but those are delicious. I always think of them as little tiny cabbages, even though that's not really what they are. Bulb vegetables right here. Bulb vegetable is like a white Spanish onion, leeks, scallions. I use scallions a lot in my cooking, and I bet your mommy and daddy do. Red clove onion, sweet Vidalia onion. We eat these bulbs that grow beneath the ground. And then flower bud vegetables. The flower buds of these vegetables are eaten. White snowball cauliflower, and I'm sure you've seen that. Purple head cauliflower, cheddar cauliflower. I don't know if I've seen cheddar before. Other flower bud vegetables are broccoli. I eat a lot of broccoli, and artichokes. I like artichokes. I don't eat as many as I should though. Root vegetables. The roots of these vegetables are eaten. They grow beneath the ground. Early wonder beets. I used to eat a lot of beets as a kid. Detroit dark red beets, red ace beets. Some other root vegetables are parsnips. They look kind of like a pale carrot. Carrots, radishes, rutabaga, turnips. All those are delicious. Tuber vegetables. The edible part of these vegetables, the tuber grows beneath the ground. You have Kennebec potatoes. So every time you eat a French fry, you're eating a tuber vegetable. Red Norland, Yukon Gold, Russet Burbank, and the purple Peruvian potatoes. Those are really cool. Purple Peruvian potatoes. Stem vegetables are on here. The stem of these vegetables are eaten. Some stem vegetables are perennials. That means they grow back every year without having to plant them. I have a stem vegetable in my yard, and it is rhubarb. It comes back every year, and I don't have to do anything. So we also have celery. I love celery. So there's Fort Hook celery, giant Pascal celery, asparagus, and rhubarb. Fruit vegetables. Here are some fruit vegetables we eat. Best Boy tomatoes. Those are those. They're great on BLTs. Have you ever heard of a BLT? That's bacon, lettuce, and tomato on bread. And then here's a yellow tomato, ultra sweet tomatoes, sugar plum tomatoes, cherry tomatoes. Oh, they're just like eating candy to me. Other fruit vegetables included eggplant, cucumber, yellow squash, pumpkin, sweet peppers, hot peppers. Grandpa loves hot peppers, and zucchini. They're all yummy. Seed vegetables. We eat the seeds of these plants. Some seed vegetables grow in pods. Sometimes the pods are eaten too. Green beans, like that. Pole beans, lima beans, navy beans, kidney beans. I use kidney beans in my chili. Yellow wax beans. And some other seed vegetables are green peas. We just eat the seed of that one. Snow peas, we eat the whole pod. You'll find that in a lot of cooking with woks and stuff, like stir fry. Corn on the cob. Have you ever had corn on the cob with butter? That's really good. A soybean. The soybeans are a special seed vegetable. They can be used in many ways. Some soybeans are used to make food products. Soybean oil is used to make many non-food items. Wow, I didn't really know that. So soybeans can be used to make margarine, tofu, soap, soy sauce, paint, paper, plastics, and cloth. A lot of people use soybean oil in cooking or soy milk to drink or put on their cereal. How to grow your own vegetable garden. When it gets warm enough, many people enjoy planting, growing, and later harvesting their own vegetables. Most often they buy packets of seeds that have directions. So, a shovel may be used to turn over the soil, and a rake is used to smooth out the soil. And sometimes people put fertilizers to add nutrients as food for the plants. So that they would mix that fertilizer in with the soil. Excuse me. Some people plant starter plants called seedlings. Most of the time, vegetable seeds or starter plants are planted in straight rows or in circles. Here he's planting seeds. Looks like it might be leaf lettuce or cabbage. A trowel or this little shovel is used to dig a small hole for seeds and seedlings. Grandma, when I had a garden, I would plant tomato plants as seedlings, so they'd already come up, and I'd dig a hole and put them in that way. Here it looks like carrots, and I planted carrots using seeds. And here, when seeds are planted in a circle and covered with a mound of soil, the mound is called a hill. And that is what you do when you plant potatoes. And this looks like it could be something that grows like a green bean and they climb up those poles. Sometimes strings or sticks are used to help the plant grow straight rows or to support climbing plants. Tomatoes kind of need support like this, and green beans too. A garden must be weeded and watered regularly. The plants begin to grow, so you have to make sure that it gets a lot of water and sun, and you pull out the weeds so the weeds don't kill the plants. So here's a watering can, a scarecrow to scare away animals that might want to eat your plants. And then they have a hose and a sprinkler to water too. In cities, people may grow vegetables in containers because they don't have a yard. And that's how I grow my vegetables now, because I got rid of my garden. And so I plant tomatoes in a container and peppers. The vegetable plants will become bigger until they are ready for harvesting. See how they're growing? Little, bigger, bigger. Great big vegetable farms. Farmers fertilize the soil, then the fields plow, harrowed, and are planted. This plow turns over the soil so it's nice and loose for planting. The harrow smooths the soil over, and so it's ready for planting. And then this is a planter. The planter places the seeds in a straight line. Big sprinkling systems are used to water the vegetable plants. You may have seen these in the summertime when you've been driving with Papa and Mama. And they look like that, and they water the plants because it's too hard for one person to go out there with a hose and water all those plants. At the end of growing seasons, the vegetables are harvested. So he's watering. Some vegetables have to be picked by hand, like the tomatoes. But this corn, a great machine, big machine, a harvester comes out and picks all the corn. Refrigerator trucks haul the vegetables to processing plants. There they will be washed and sorted. There's a vegetable truck, and it's a refrigerator one. They're washing the vegetables, and then they're processed. Some of the products will be frozen, some will be put in cans, and the rest will be sold fresh, like when you go to the supermarket and pick it out. Here's canned corn. And there's a truck bringing all those supplies to your grocery store. The vegetables are shipped to stores near and far away for people to buy, just like the Costco you may go to. At grocery stores, fresh vegetables are on display. Canned vegetables line shelves. Frozen vegetables are found in the freezer. Some people buy fresh vegetables at farm stands. It is fun to pick out what to buy. Look at all these delicious vegetables. Vegetables, vegetables, vegetables. Don't forget, it is important for you to eat vegetables. They are good for you. The end.